Well, I'm back in the old hometown. This, across the way there, is where I went to school in my fourth year. Nope, sorry, my third year. It was a segregated school, my first 2 years of school. Now it's the Lowndes County Social Services Office, so it's not even a school anymore. Being there, not too far from the old homestead. I'll be there in about 10 minutes, I guess. This is the family church. This is where my grandmother was the church organist. And where I grew up going to Sunday school every Sunday. My mom still goes to this church, I'm sure. All my family does. The Greater St. Peter AME Church. Told you I was an AME and not a Baptist. Don't know if I'll be visiting it while I'm here, though. The inside of it, anyway. I'm about to go down by my uncle's house before I hit my home. This is my uncle's house, Uncle Henry. Some of you may have remember I told you he used to work in the 50s with a band that traveled and toured for acts at that time period across the state. He's also very familiar with any local bands that have been around for the last 60 years, especially black bands. He shows them how to get their stuff together. And this is where he lives. And this white clapboard house with light blue trim used to be dark green for most of my remembrance, but it's now light blue. With this huge oak tree above it, with tin roof, and the large back garden which I spoke of. This is the family house. This is where my grandmother and grandfather moved to in 1945. This is where my mom and her sisters and brothers grew up. And this is where I spent a good deal of my childhood. And this is the street on which I lived. This is my cousin's house across the street here. Family friend, cousin's house there. Don't know if you can see it down on the other end of this corner here. It was also that's my godmother's old house. She's no longer living. We're about to go up to the front door, see what's going to happen. I don't know if anybody's home actually. We'll see.